Oh shit, dude. All
That's
right.
probably why it was recording last time. Hitting the R button.
Yeah, when I was
That's probably why.
that's probably why. Yeah, dude. So that was interesting what you were saying earlier about the string theory and all that shit. I was like under the impression that it was what you were saying, the stuff that holds everything together. I thought that's what it was. I don't know. I
Well,
have to
no,
read into it.
the hypothesis that I heard about they're talking about dark matter, right?
Uh huh.
So, long story short, I guess what we were talking about was how the theory of gravity is still a theory. It's not a law yet, right?
Why? Why is it? Why do you think it's just a theory? Why
Because
not?
there's too many.
You don't think there's enough evidence to say that
Well, there's not.
bigger bodies of bigger
There's too
the
many.
mass,
There's
right?
too
That's what they're
many.
saying.
There's too many exceptions to the rules.
How?
There's too many exception of the rules for it to be considered a law. And
How?
that's not even me. That's just
Well, I don't know. I don't know a lot. I'm not a scientist, but what can you think of an exception of gravity, of the law of gravity? Like, is there something that does not follow the laws of gravity?
I
Because we
think
know that. So, for example, our planet, right? We know that the, a a body of a big mass, like Earth or whatever, any planet or the sun or whatever, it attracts smaller objects or
yeah.
mass.
I think the reason why it's not considered a law yet is because the way gravity works in outer space, right, is not the same way that it works on our planet. You know what I mean? So like,
Oh,
you know, I mean, I'm not a scientist. I don't know.
right. We're just
I don't
bullshitting.
really care.
We're
either
just
way.
bullshitting here.
Yeah.
This is
So
misinformation.
I just want to make
It's
sure no
full
one takes
on.
me seriously.
This is full misinformation.
Full misinformation. Okay.
Yeah, this is what that actually we should name the podcast misinformation.
Yeah. Full
I know.
misinformation.
Full misinformation.
I really like that actually.
Yeah. Fuck it.
I
So
like
nobody
that.
takes us seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not. We don't know anything.
I didn't
but
even come prepared.
now that we got it out,
We're
now that it's out there.
I came prepared to talk about the season finale of Dexter. New
Oh,
Blood.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it. I haven't even
But-
finished it.
But
The
that
show.
conversation we were having with Jolene before this, though,
Yeah,
that was interesting. That's why she needs to come on here, dude.
she wants to. She wants to, but she's still a little nervous about getting in, not in front of the camera, but record.
Yeah.
It's not. I mean, that's not for everybody, right? Not
That's
everybody can, and who knows, right? But yeah, this is just misinformation.
Full misinformation.
Full misinformation. We don't know anything.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on. It's just bullshit. So
Yeah.
So there might be exceptions to the law of gravity.
Right.
So, but what I understand is if we are here, right, and we're
I
stuck.
don't even know why it's not considered.
Well, there's like, for example,
That's the best that I could muster without even using Google. Just
what's that law that says? I don't know the name of the law, but there's a law that says for every reaction there's an
opposite reaction.
equal and opposite reaction, right? So
I forgot the name of that one.
So gravity, when you have gravity, right? Gravity is it's just let's say Earth. We're stuck on Earth. We're here. Gravity's keeping us down here, right?
Right.
So when we want to go to the moon or we're gonna go to space or something like that, when we launch rockets with satellites and stuff, what happens? So you're using a counter force to gravity. That's basically propulsion. Is all it is. It's a what do you call it? It's an opposite reaction, equal and opposite reaction to what gravity is to overcome that.
To overcome it, yeah. So it's more than equal.
So
it has to be more than equal.
Farther away we get from Earth, the less the pull, right? So the less gravity is effective, and therefore, then that's why you float. You're like just like in space in the vacuum, right? Because you have no other body of mass pulling you towards it,
Right.
right? So I'm trying to think, and to your credit, like what you're saying is like, yeah, there has to be an exception to that. Like what is it? You know what I mean? I
Right.
want to know.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. I can't even think.
There has to be something.
Maybe I exhausted my mind before I could have started recording.
I told you, man. Yeah, but dude, those topics, like just thinking how vulnerable we are, you know, in this huge, massive space that we don't even know. Like we don't even know. We don't even know, dude. Like I mean, I can barely get around this fucking city. I don't even know. Like I have to have GPS tell me where to go, right? So imagine like out there.
Yeah.
And this is funny. This is interesting. Speaking of the Joe Rogan experience, you know how he had who was he talking to? I don't remember. It was one of the latest episodes. He was talking about what aliens and other civilizations. You know, the possibility of other civilizations, and how there's a theory that says, you know, that once a civilization reaches a peak, right? Either they, I think either they self-destruct, they destruct,
Normally, yeah.
you know,
Or-
implode,
Right.
or once they find the ability to travel or
Something
interstellar travel, something else crushes them because there might be a dominant civilization out there.
We've talked about the Tower of Babel
Yes,
story.
we talked
And
about
that's always
that.
been the way I saw that story, as like, okay, you know, everyone understood the same language in the world. Everyone was working together. They wanted to get towards God. They built a tower to try to do that. And then God was like, oh shit, I didn't realize they were actually going to be able to do it.
Uh-huh.
And then just, you know, spread them out,
Yeah,
changed all the languages.
yeah, the language don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
the
can't work
workers, right?
together. Yeah.
They couldn't speak the same language to
Right.
communicate, so they
Right.
interrupted.
And they could thrive really well in their groups, but the second they come together and try to, you know, reach God basically,
Uh-huh.
or try, you know, whatever they're trying to do, they just get crushed. But that's like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
that story kind of has been,
That's
but it plays out through history time and time again also.
what is more scary to you? And just in the sense of thinking about it, what is more scary? And I just had a deja vu. I feel like we've done this before, and this is the first time we're doing it. You know, like talking about this. But anyway, that's weird.
Yeah, I get that.
But what is more scary to you is knowing that there might be a civilization that could come and crush us at any moment, or maybe that we're just alone in the universe.
Well, I believe that we are alone in the universe.
You do believe
Yeah,
that?
I'm one of those people. But I think there are, you know, this has just been from my experience, my own personal theories that are complete false misinformation.
Uh-huh.
Complete full of misinformation.
Full misinformation.
See, I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about.
We were talking we're talking about you don't believe that there's any
I believe
civilizations.
that there are other civilizations and other beings, but I believe that they're dimensional, which we're not.
Oh, that's
really,
a different thing. That's
right. I believe that there
something
are, but they're
else.
dimensional. So I don't think I literally
That's-
think in this entire universe, however big it is, we're alone, and I think that there are other civilizations and other creatures or whatever, like, that are living parallel to us, and there's ways to reach that. But
Could it all be true, or both at the same time? That we're not
it
alone,
could
and
be.
there's
It could
also
be. Yeah, it could be.
also
You
dimensional.
know, I'm not saying. I just think that we are alone. But if there are aliens out there and I see them in the same dimensional realm, it's like, that's the thing, though,
We're
dude.
talking about balance. There has to be a balance on like there has to be a law that we don't know about.
Maybe.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like a law, like just like we have physics, right? A law that does not allow
maybe like
civilizations to come together or
yeah, I
to meet
mean,
each other, to meet civilizations,
and
because
maybe that's what they mean
a
by
balance.
you know, that's like an invisible structure holding
Yeah.
up, so maybe dark matter's involved with
Well,
that.
you know how we have, we have a, on our planet, we have the environment and we have a balance of ecosystems and everything. And
Yeah.
this is just our planet, right? But is it possible that there is an ecosystem, bigger ecosystem
It could
in
be
the universe?
possible.
There is a balance that we don't even know about. It's so big. It's so big, and like we say, like this, the theory that everything holds everything together. There's a balance. You know what happens when you exterminate a certain, for example, like an insect, right? But you didn't know what that insect did for the ecosystem. It probably controlled
Right.
or kept other parasites kind of at bay. And then once you eliminate that insect, then all these parasites come rampant, right? And then just go crazy.
Yeah.
And you have an imbalance
Yeah.
in the
Every
ecosystem.
ecosystem that,
What if that
thrives has a
applies
balance.
also in a bigger scale, like the universe? That there is an actual ecosystem, there's an actual balance of life and everything else that we don't know about. That it's
Could
so
be.
far away to comprehend from
Yeah.
us for us.
Like maybe if like what we were saying earlier, if you might not even be able your mind might not be able to even comprehend it, so you just won't see it. You'll
We
see
don't
right
see it.
through it. It could
We
be
don't
in
see
front
it.
of
It could be in
you right
front of you.
now,
Yeah, we
and
just don't
you
have
just
the
can't see it.
ability. Yeah.
You know, you know.
See, I like thinking about those things. They're
Yeah, I
crazy.
personally think we're alone in the. I think that not just this planet, but life in general, organisms like that are an exception to to whatever rule that the universe.
Huh. That's interesting.
So I think that
That we are an exception
but
of a
I
rule.
don't rule it out. I mean, anything is possible. There could be a like we exist, so there could be someone else. There could be other
I
organizations.
do. I think so. I
There
think
could
that
be other
you know.
ecosystems,
I think there's a balance of.
especially when you look at like tardigrades.
Well, you know how.
Those things
Look
that
at what.
can tardigrades, they're like those little organisms,
Oh yeah,
microscopic, that they
yeah.
can survive the vacuum of space.
Yes, that's crazy.
Who's to say a meteor doesn't hit, throw a bunch of tardigrades into the solar system,
And then
then
just populate it
you
somehow.
know 300 billion years later. That's another thing too, is like it took our planet a long time to create life. So maybe
Yeah.
there's life still on other planets that are still being created.
That just starting,
Yeah.
sprouting.
Yeah.
You know, like
Who
yeah.
knows?
I mean, it's just the scale of time
Yeah.
that we don't understand. We don't understand.
Time only exists
We are a
because
blink of an eye, man.
right, yeah, because we're so mortal. That's the only reason time
That's
exists.
exactly why.
Like if you could live forever as like an
Time,
ethereal,
time wouldn't be
time
a.
wouldn't exist. Yeah.
It doesn't exist. It's not. It wouldn't be a
Yeah.
even a thing.
Yeah.
Time is like relative, right? It's just relative to our lifespans,
Oh yeah.
and we're just a blink. That's crazy to think that
Yeah.
our lives, your life, my life, and
That's what they say. All
in the
of
bigger scheme of things, is we're nothing. We're nothing. We don't
supposedly
matter.
like your boy Neil deGrasse Tyson.
My boy,
The,
I like him. He's a good.
the preschool bully.
He's a good dude. I like listening to that
I
guy.
can't
He's-
stand that dude.
You can't.
I
Why?
can't. He's
Why?
just so pompous and annoying.
Oh
And he's
man.
incapable of thinking abstractly, like what we were saying earlier when he was on the Joe Rogan Experience the first time.
I think he likes to think of things objectively, and when you look when you're a
It's not even
scientist,
objectively.
look, I think when you're a scientist, you have to look at
He's
things
a museum
objectively,
curator.
and if you don't
I
have it,
said it. He's a museum curator.
right,
I won't
so,
even call him a scientist.
come
That's
on.
like calling Bill Nye a scientist.
I see what you're saying. I see your point, but the thing, here's the thing.
I'm just going hard roasting Neil.
I know, but here's the thing with Neil. I think he has to. You have to have a set of rules when you think about hypotheses and theories. Otherwise, you're just gonna go. You're gonna sidetrack yourself. You're not gonna know what's what. What we're talking about. Okay, if I don't have any evidence of this actually being a thing, I'm not even gonna consider it a thing, right? So now we talk about a thing as a theory. You have to kind of like see what other evidence you have of the possibility of those things, and that's what probability comes into play. What's the probability of like Joe Rogan said, of far people existing?
Right.
Well, how many planets are there?
He's like, no, I don't think.
How many
farts
planets
people.
are there? How many? Well, yeah.
It's
but
like,
if,
bro, you don't understand what he's saying. He's talking about ethereal beings.
if you were to think,
like,
you know,
come on, just a little bit outside the box. He's more of a mathematician than he is.
Right. Well,
else.
I heard of a I don't know if it's something like that, but there's something said somewhere in the universe. This is misinformation, full misinformation.
Yeah.
somewhere in the universe, there, you talking about probabilities. Somebody could throw or drop a cup of coffee or a mug, right? If the mug will break, and what are the probabilities that anywhere in the universe that happens and the cup comes back together again and breaks and comes back together again? So that's
pretty low probability.
It is a low probability, but is there a probability? Is there like a chance that might happen? I mean, a chance that some planet might have some vortex time continuum shit where you know? So it's not just about, okay, I'm telling you, it drops, breaks, comes back together. No, that doesn't happen. But what if then you have some other elements around it that made it possible? Is that possible? For each of those elements to exist
at the same time, in the same exact place.
There has to be a probability for that. Yeah, right. Very low, but there might be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And there's a theory for that shit, but it's a full misinformation. It's not. It's not. It's not.
I don't know nothing about it.
I just made it up, probably. I don't know.
All
I think I heard it.
Is the new season of Dexter. Oh, you didn't watch Dexter, did you?
I didn't even finish the show, though. Like the
original?
The original, I fucking stayed where... Man, I think it's like season 5 or 6. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember, dude.
I just
got
don't
so repetitive.
I don't see anyone talking about it. The new season of Dexter, though.
Did you like it?
Awesome.
It's awesome.
So
okay.
If you finish the series, just finish the series.
I'll finish it. Yeah. I like Dexter.
It does. They try to change it up when they do. You're probably on like season 2 or 3. Yeah.
Dexter?
Yeah.
No. I went like kind of far. Like it wasn't. I want to say I'm almost done with it. Okay. I don't know how many seasons are there, but I think
6,
like,
I believe.
I think I was like 6 on season 4 or 5. If there's 6,
so there's an ice truck killer.
I did see that. I think.
Yeah, the ice truck killer. Damn. Fuck, what were the other
dude?
killers?
I don't know. That must have been before. I don't remember, dude.
Did you see him get married to his girlfriend?
The one who died?
Okay, exactly. Yeah. So you're that. So that's Trinity.
He's got a kid.
Okay. So he has a kid, of course. So he has the kid and everything.
Yes.
Okay. So
that was rough, bro. That was rough.
I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but the whole end of the series, right? Fucking Dexter disappears, fakes his death.
So you don't want to spoil it, but you fucking spoiled it.
Yeah.
You fucking scumbag.
Dude, the show is like 15 years old now.
It's crazy how you say it with such a fucking straight face.
But I'm not spoiling. I'm not giving you no details or anything.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna spoil it. But the main guy dies at the end.
That's not what I said. He fakes his death. So, anyways, right?
So I can go ahead and just watch the new season.
Yeah,
so I know what happens.
Yeah. For sure. That's the best part is when his wife dies. Like after that, because he has the kid.
Yeah, because I remember after that, I was like, oh man, this shit is gonna get crazy.
It doesn't. It gets worse.
Yeah, it got repetitive.
The season after that, which was season 5, that's the worst season. They try to do like a gang mob type thing, but it's alright, I guess. But yeah, like
I'll
basically after his wife dies, that's when the series is over. Basically,
I'll check it out.
So, but dude, it's just crazy to fucking see, because he's a serial killer, and just to see the way he's interacting with his son, because his son's older now.
He's older now. Right. That's crazy. How old is his son now?
His son is
like
at
18?
Least like 16, 17.
16?
Yeah, he's still in high school.
What's his name? I forgot the name of the kid.
Yeah. Harrison.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so you pretty much you're
called.
Bro, after his wife died.
I'm not gonna ask anything. I don't like spoilers. I'll go watch it.
this, I don't know. I thought the season was awesome. I want to hear other people's opinions on it. That's why I bring it up.
My boy Mike, he told me about it. He said it was good. I think it was him. Hopefully we'll have him on.
Yeah. There's no way you could not like this season. But it's like it's a different show though. It's a different show.
I'll check it out definitely.
What else we got?
Dude, did you ever watch 6 Feet Under?
Nah. I
So,
tried. I
Dexter,
started
the
watching
guy-
the first season. I never.
Dude, I'm
finished
so
it.
bad with names, man. I should.
Yeah,
I
Michael
should come
C.
prepared.
Hall. Dexter is on
Okay,
there.
Michael. What's his name?
Michael C. Hall.
Michael C. Hall. Okay, I'll try to remember it because
Yeah.
I'm so bad with,
But yeah,
with
Dexter.
Dexter. I mean, the only actor's name I know is Sylvester Stallone and Robert De Niro. That's all I know, bro. No, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I recognize everybody, but I can't remember their names, man. I'm so bad with it. But 6 Feet Under, I saw that probably almost 15 years ago. That show, and I saw that show with my mom in Mexico.
That was one of the first kind of like real dark humor type
Dude,
shows.
it was amazing. That was an
Yeah.
amazing, very clever show.
Yeah.
I remember it, and
Yeah,
I think
I saw like the first season, I believe.
I
It's been
see.
so long.
We saw it all the way through, bro.
Yeah.
Like all the way through. That was so clever. Such a clever show. You know, and that's where Dexter did that show. You know, that guy
Yeah.
Michael C.
Was he
Hall.
like someone's son or something?
He was the son of They were running this
It's like a funeral home. or
funeral
something,
home, right?
Yeah.
So he's the son. The dad dies, right? And they follow the struggles and
Yeah.
it's just like satirical shit that happens in the show, right? And
It's like dark humor, right?
super dark humor.
Yeah.
Like I love that. Like
too,
really
yeah.
dark. And they see like everybody in the show sees the dead people, and it's kind of like I don't know. It's because I don't think it's
You
actually
don't know
the.
if it's actually
It's not the dead.
people or it's
It
just
seems like it's like their own
manifestation of something.
manifestation of things. You know,
And plus, that's traumatic. Dealing with dead bodies all
all
the time.
the time.
People
dude.
don't realize it. Like
So
even in the middle of watching Dexter, right? Like you
Mhm.
don't think about it. Like, what if you were in the room and some dude's cutting up a body in front of you? Like that's fucking traumatizing. And you don't think about it until like they kind of showed Dexter with his dad the first time, and his dad starts vomiting, and he's like a veteran police officer too,
Yeah.
and he starts vomiting.
Oh yeah,
Like when you think like you're watching a TV show, so you're like, yeah, nice.
yeah.
But then afterwards, you're like, oh yeah, that's
Just
pretty.
think about it. Yeah,
that's
think about it.
Pretty messed up what he's doing.
Uh-huh. That's what I'm saying about that show, dude. It's
Like,
really
yeah,
good.
the guy was an asshole and got away with killing someone, but man, that's brutal.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, that show was good, and
Did
Michael
you ever see that
C.
show,
Hall,
Dead Like Me?
Dead Like Me?
Yeah, Dead Like Me.
I don't think so, man.
No, it was about this chick that died and she becomes a Grim Reaper. It's pretty
What?
awesome show, dark humor, hilarious.
Dude, I like that. You know what? You know what?
It's
show I was
almost like
watching?
Final Destination from the Grim Reaper's perspective.
No way, no way.
But way funnier.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
When was it made? Like, is it done?
Early 2000s.
Oh,
Probably
shit.
like around the
like
same
around
time.
the same time from
Yeah.
6 Feet Under.
Yeah.
I'd like to check that
Dead
out.
Like Me, dude. That's one of my favorite shows.
You know, we should go one day. We should go to Zia Records. I don't know if you've been there. You been to Zia?
Nah, I knew someone that worked there.
Dude,
It
you
was
have to go.
big
it's an
titty
amazing-
Mexican chick. Like insane though. Like,
Dude,
F.
dude,
G.
we have to go. I'm not gonna acknowledge you because this is full misinformation.
Yeah. No,
So-
that's full information.
You're a pig. I'm not gonna acknowledge you. Anyway, so we're gonna go to Zia Records, and if you've never been there, you're gonna love that place. I don't know if you have that. Did you ever go? Of course, we're the same fucking age, so you remember Blockbuster, right?
Mhm.
Or those little
Yeah.
local fucking video
Of course.
stores and stuff where you go and rent videos.
I know where there's a video rental place right now.
Where? A rental?
Yeah. It's across the street from my gym.
Really, for real?
Yeah, you could go rent
Like
DVDs.
like old school stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I like to check that out because that's how I feel when I go to Zia. Honestly, I know we have all these fucking Netflix and stuff, and we have everything, right? Just like you just click and you watch.
I like having DVDs better.
You know, I like it.
But I don't buy DVDs anymore, but
I like
I like having them.
I like the feeling of the process, right? The process, the
Yeah.
ritual of on a Friday night you go out, right? You go out with your girl or something, and then you go out and you go into the video store and choose your videos.
Yeah.
Pay, you get some popcorn, go home, you watch it. You know, that anticipation.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have that feeling ever. Like, I want to watch a movie, but I want the process before
Well,
watching
dude, I
the
used to
movie.
love going. I would go to the movies at least like once a month, like even just
Dude,
by myself all the time, just because I love going to the movies. I haven't since the
I'm
pandy.
very.
But
I have been depressed as far as going to the movies go. So I'm traumatized. Why? I love going to the movies.
it's expensive.
It's one of my. I don't care about the money, honestly.
Yeah,
It's one of the most
too.
amazing things.
especially Galaxy,
that we
bro,
have.
with the recliners. Like
Yeah.
once I got that, like I
Oh,
literally,
that's amazing.
dude.
That's
Once
amazing.
I moved around the corner from that place, I was happy.
But
As
you know
hell.
what? You know what messed me up like big time? The people are assholes.
Oh yeah.
People do not respect anymore, dude. Like, seriously, you see these fucking kids, just like literally, or even adults, dude. I'll give the kids a pass because we've always been. I mean, we've been assholes
Yeah.
before, but adults do, like with their phones or speaking or shit like. I'm like, and I have gotten confrontations. I got in confrontations with people. Hey, can you shut the fuck up? Like, dude, I'm trying to watch a movie here. Why are you here? You want to talk? I mean, this
Yeah.
is not the setting. You should go to a bar or something.
Yeah.
This is not where you should talk.
Yeah, I had my ex-girlfriend almost fucking got me into a fight with there's like 3 meth heads behind us. We were
Oh,
watching
God.
that movie, The Disappointments Room.
Disappointments
The
room.
Disappointments
That
Room.
sounds familiar. I
It's
don't know.
kind of like, back in the day, like rich people would lock their deformed children away because they were an embarrassment.
Oh my
So
God!
that's the whole
I've
theory
seen
about
that.
the movie.
I've seen that movie.
Yeah,
Yes.
so like they're being haunted by this
Yeah, like
goofy looking
goofy. Yeah.
chick from back in the day trying to show like, oh, this was the room they locked me in. Like, all right, like whatever, dude. So, anyways, so the chick is like discovering like, oh, what is this room? Why is it being haunted? Oh, and then she's talking to some like some professor or something, and the meth heads in the back are talking most of the time. And my girlfriend told them to shut up like 3 times already.
Yeah, it's just.
And then the best part was like the title, like the title scene from the movie where they like say the disappointments room, where they say it, like right, the professor is like talking about it, and she's like, disappointments, and like disappointments room. That just fucking set my girlfriend off. I was like, yo, just chill. Like the movie, if the movie was good,
I
it'd be
get
one
that,
thing,
dude.
but it was really annoying though.
I have no patience for people
Yeah.
like that, dude. I have no patience for people
Yeah.
that just.
I was surprised my girlfriend was actually like saying shit.
Yeah, it just,
Usually she would let stuff go.
I have not gone to the theater, dude, in a while now. I told Jolene, like, you know what? I guess we're just gonna have to get a bigger TV or something to enjoy movies
Dude,
here.
your TV is massive.
I know it's big, but it's like it's not the
That's
same.
a decent one to watch. It's not the same.
You know what I want to
it's not
get?
the
I want to
same.
get a projector, dude. I want to get a projector and get it set up a wall so we can
Yeah.
have that little fucking
Yeah.
thing. I like that.
Yeah.
I like.
I used to
that's-
have a projector.
Bro, that's one of my favorite things is smelling popcorn.
Yeah.
And
And that popcorn is specific to movie theaters.
is
Like
gonna-
you can't make that at home.
this is gonna blow your mind. A few months back, we went to California to see my nieces and nephew. They're in the 4-H thing, right?
Mhm.
They raise
Yeah.
animals
I
and
got
stuff.
a boy that has kids in that.
Right, so
Right,
they
yeah.
raise animals. It's an amazing experience,
Yeah,
bro.
they raise
It's
pigs.
amazing. We went there. They had the trailers. They had everything set up. We'll do barbecue, drink beer. Dude, it was so rad. Like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And but the thing with this, where I was going with this, is right next door. They at the same time they set up a fair. I think it's a fair, a carnival.
Like with the Ferris wheel and everything.
Dude, oh my God! So
Dude, that
I
was my
smelled-
favorite. That was a big thing around my
you smell the
neighborhood when I
funnel
was growing up.
cakes. You smell the popcorn.
Yeah.
And I never been to one here in the U.S.
That was your
before.
first time?
That was my first
Yeah,
time.
dude.
It was
used
amazing.
to
There was
go-
like
we used to have
hay
one, like,
everywhere.
Like 3 times a year, there was certain ones we could go to,
Dude,
but
what a-
then we
what
also
an
had block parties over the summer.
I told my wife. I told Jolene. I feel like I'm in a movie.
Yeah.
It feels like a movie, man. You know those
Yeah.
movies, like even when
And that's literally just the people.
you hear that,
That's all the local people just getting together to have a good time.
dude, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like it just blew my mind. And all I had to do is walk around and get everything, have popcorn. We bought a couple of trinkets, like stuff like that. It was magical. I loved it, dude.
Play some impossible games.
We didn't play anything. It was packed, dude. That place was packed. And I was like, this is beautiful. And that's California, dude. I was like, I can't, you get out of the city
Yeah.
and it's literally like,
It's insane.
everywhere is conservative. Like,
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Like it's conservative. Like nobody in conservative in the sense that people mind their own business. They care about each other.
That's crazy. That's all conservative means today is just leave me alone and I'll leave you alone and just do you and I'll do me.
And also care because people downplay that fact that conservatives actually care about people.
When I joined the military, because I grew up in New York. When I joined the military and I actually met this Mormon dude. And I actually met real people that they talk about, like conservatives from the South and shit. They were all pretty decent people.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
The racists were few and far between.
You can strike a conversation with anybody at any point in time, and no problem, dude.
Yeah.
And honestly,
it's usually if you're not an asshole, people.
It's crazy how the liberals how they like to say, oh yeah, we care about people.
Yeah, growing up in New York, that's all you hear is about that type of stuff. But
the most selfish people.
These days, it doesn't even mean what it meant back then anyway.
Yeah, but that wasn't my point was experience, dude. The experience of that I'm very I like that, like the process of things, not the actual thing itself. I like the process of it.
Right.
When I go to the movies, my favorite thing is go through the door, right? Go buy your popcorn, your snacks, because by the time the movie starts, I probably ate half of the popcorn bag and maybe my nachos are gone, right? But it's just pick out your seat.
Putting raisinets or something in your popcorn.
Putting what?
Chocolate covered raisinets.
I've never done that.
Or putting chocolate, whatever. People put different things to mix with the popcorn. Sweet.
I never done that. But I was that guy who brought a fucking sandwich from outside. I bring Subway. I would go with my sister, right?
I literally had burritos from fucking. I stopped at Roberto's.
Yeah, bro.
Have a full-on burrito and fries.
Everybody's looking at you like in your back fucking burrito.
I'm it's during I make sure to take care of it during
the smell, trailers. The smell. Everybody smells carne asada. What the fuck is this? Right? Who the fuck is
let me
grilling
just grab a beer
here?
real quick.
Huh? Sure. You can pause it and we can just press S. Oh, no. Wait. I'll pause it. Back to full misinformation. So let's pick up where we left off. So I was telling you about the process of things. That's how that's what I enjoy the most. The anticipation of things and stuff. Did you?
Well, the anticipation is always better than the payoff.
When you were in your 20s, did you go out a lot, like bars or nightclubs or anything? Yeah, you did. Animal. Yeah. Yeah. Same here.
From night, because I didn't even really drink too much. I drank a couple times in middle school, but I didn't even really, do anything too crazy until I was already out of high school. More 19 is when I started. 18. Yeah, 18. I started going crazy. Mm-hmm. I was doing some very untoward things with my friends.
I can't imagine.
At the time, I will not talk about on camera.
Of course.
But we were club kids, man. We were club kids for sure. We used to go to these parties in New York City called Motherfuckers.
You were telling me about that.
They were secret raves.
You were talking to Julia about it. I think I was went to get a beer.
Yeah, they were secret raves, and they just stopped one day. And
the Motherfuckers.
Yeah. When you look into the people who put the shows on, you probably wouldn't have.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Fuck,
It was wild. Let's just say that. Just
dude.
complete unadulterated.
No way. See, I don't want to incriminate myself either.
So I've
But,
done my parting. I'm good. I've seen just about it all.
yeah, I'm not gonna incriminate myself
And
here.
then,
But
and then I went to then I joined the military, went to Germany.
and that was crazy too.
Dude,
I
nonstop.
bet.
That's where I found out, like, I actually dated a stripper. Like, a lot of guys think they're dating them. I found out how to tell if you're really dating a stripper, though. She spends her money on you.
Oh, okay.
That's how you know.
That's how you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember one time this dude, her friend was also a stripper. She was dating my boy, my roommate. That's kind of how we met. But we went to have a steak dinner one night.
Uh-huh.
And it was a good ass dinner, man. This place was amazing. Stockkrug, it's called.
In Germany, you
Yeah,
say?
in Baumholder, Germany. So whatever, we finished this amazing. Escargot, just amazing fire, flame, wood flame steaks. You know what I'm saying? Oh my god, so good. And then we're leaving, and a few of my buddies, well, they're not really my buddies, but the guys from my company, were eating dinner, and they see us leaving. And, we talk to them for a little bit. We tell our ladies to go out front. We're talking to our boys. And one of them is like, dude, your girlfriend was grinding on my dick last night.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, to my face, bro. And I was like, well, thanks, because you just paid for my steak dinner.
That's ruthless,
and I just bounced
man.
out. Because it was true.
That's
Because she was,
ruthless.
like, she would tell me. Like, if
Right.
she knew that I knew someone, she would tell me if they were being, rude or something. Like, she would
Yeah.
let me know. So I wasn't worried.
Do you, how can I fucking say this without, oh, no, okay. So, yeah, we used to go out, my friends and I, in Mexico. Those guys are animals. They're animals, dude. We were animals.
I believe it.
That crazy shit. Like, here's what we used to do.
I believe it. We had to worry about the cops, so I couldn't even imagine if my old friends didn't have to worry about cops.
Dude, my best friend, one of my best friends, because they're all my fucking brothers. Those guys are crazy. But we would, me and my friend. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to.
Yeah, no specifics.
No specifics.
No specifics.
Well, we would go to the nightclub, right, or the bar. We just go bar hopping, right, because there was like a few bars in the same vicinity, and then there was a nightclub. That was the hot thing,
Mm-hmm.
And where we lived is it's small town, it's small town, kind of like really nice rustic stuff everywhere.
Yeah,
historical stuff, really nice. And now I value that, now that I don't have it.
Dude, that's what I loved about Germany was you're looking at shit that's fucking old as hell.
Crazy. So what we would do is, because where we actually lived was an even smaller little town, right? So if you were to drive from this our spot from where we lived to this town called Texcoco, right? We would go, and we probably have a 10-minute drive, maybe if that, right, with traffic. If not, probably 5 minutes, dude. It was so close. But 5-minute drive, translate that in walking, that becomes into a 45
like 20,
to an hour
minute,
walk, right? Just about.
Yeah.
So we would go spend all our money, and I was broke, dude. Most times I had no money. All those guys pay for my stuff all the time, dude.
The homies.
And I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah.
Like I want to go back, and I really want to blow $2 fucking grand on those guys, honestly, like just to thank them, you know. But he's like, dude, we have exactly the same amount of money. We just have exact change for either a cab or a pack of smokes. So what do we do?
The smokes.
Smokes.
Yeah.
So we buy smokes, and we walk a fucking hour to our house. Like, and it's like the fucking stretches of like, the train tracks that we had to fucking go on, or like the kind of like a highway, stretch of highway on the side, like that until we got home. And one night we got jumped, dude. Well, not jumped. That's not the right word. These dudes come out of nowhere. We're just walking. It's 5, 6 in the morning, right? Everybody's barely getting up to go to work and stuff. And we're walking, and this guy's like, we see them, older dudes, probably they're in their 30s. We were probably 18 or something. So we're like, good morning. And this guy grabs, cocks a gun, boom, get on the wall, up against the wall. And I'm like, fuck. All right, so I go up against the wall. My friend goes up against the wall, and they're like patting us down. So I'm like, these dudes, like, they're treating us like cops, because they got my wallet, they got my phone, put it back in my pocket, put my wallet back in my pocket. They were just probably looking for somebody, right? I'm like, they might be federales or some stuff like that, like, or detectives. I don't know. My friend's fucking smart ass, right? He carries this, like, he skis with the string thing, like the retracts and stuff. So the guy can't get the skis out. So he's like, "What the fuck is this? What is this?" He's like, "Excuse me, sir. This it's for my keys. It's just, you do it like this and you like that." Being a smartass, right? And the guy's like, "You're a fucking smartass. Might be a smartass." Puts him up against the wall. I thought he was gonna get pistol whipped or some shit. He didn't, right? But it's just like, it's over, right? So the guy said, like, you face the wall, count till 100, and don't turn around. All right, so we're counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Okay, they're gone. They're gone, right? They're gone. So we turn around, nothing. And I'm like, he's like, God damn it, these guys stole my phone, got my wallet and stuff. And I'm like, dude, they put my shit back. I have my shit. Like, well, you're being a smartass. You were kind of a smartass of these guys, so that's probably why he fucked you over, right? So we go to the little police station that we have there, which is pretty useless, But the guys were like, okay, let's go drive around. So we drove around these guys, and they didn't know anything, like, nothing happened, right? So I was like, dude, like, we gotta stop doing this shit. We have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't be exposing ourselves like that anymore.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Because I mean, when you're broke, you don't have money, right? You don't have a car now, and that's the thing that we now probably don't appreciate, the fact that we have a vehicle, because you literally you're like hovering above a different world.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't have to walk. If you walk, look at the streets.
Me and my boys walk everywhere.
It's a different world. It's you meet other people in that same level of society,
Right.
Like, you're on the street, you're like just walking the streets, and when you're in a car, you miss all that stuff. You don't see you don't see that.
It doesn't even exist.
It doesn't exist. Yeah. Doesn't that blow your mind to think that there are, like, that's the underworld to us? We don't know if we were to walk from here to the Strip.
Right.
It would be a quest.
Yeah.
It would be a journey. Right? Why? Yeah. Because how much if we go with all open mind, we're not just gonna go to the Strip. We're gonna go on a quest.
It's literally a quest. You're going for a certain reason.
Let's say, leave your wallet, leave your phone.
Yeah.
Right. And we go on a quest, and then you go. And you're like, all right, so what do? I want to smoke. And you ask somebody you literally panhandle, right? You just go for a smoke. Hey, can you have a smoke?
Oh, I've been there, yeah.
You start
literally,
meeting people.
Like, I've had crazy experiences
on purpose.
Just because, like, I had a lighter in my pocket, but I asked someone if they had a lighter for my cigarette, and that just sparked a whole
conversation or something.
Not even a conversation. Like, I'm going to party. I own this bar down the road. You and your friends want to come hang out,
dude?
Go over there. Go to the dude. Like, it was,
That's exactly how we met people back then too. Yeah. We do stupid shit like that.
It's easy to do that, like, because I that happened to me in the Netherlands. So the Netherlands is so small that, like, I think it works better, like, on that level, like, worked out for us on that level because the Netherlands is so small. So, like, we went to, like, freaking 8 different places in one night just because that's how, the small the city was. But this dude was like, just from me asking him if he had a lighter. And I had a lighter.
But you just wanted to.
Yeah, I was just trying to spark up a conversation, with someone. And that's true.
How do you say? You say spark up a conversation or strike a conversation?
You
Is
could
that
say either one.
Either one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Either one.
Because I'm like, you can tell my accent.
Mm-hmm.
It's
No,
full
your accent's
misinformation.
not bad.
And I think my accent can excuse if I speak misinformation. Because I could say, English is not
I'm
my
a
first
minority,
language.
man. I've struggled against racism, I
Yeah.
guess.
My my accent might be an excuse of
If anyone
Sometimes I
has
say
anything
words.
negative to say about anything I do or say,
Sometimes I
they're
say words,
racist.
to Jolene, and she's like, "What'd you call me? What'd you call me?" I'm like, "Well, nothing. I didn't say anything wrong. I just, that's not how you pronounce it. You pronounce it like this, like."
Mhm.
But yeah, a lot of people. I have a friend, like a friend. We have that, thing. Like I say just some normal, and he's like, "What'd you call me? You making fun of my accent?
Mhm.
You know who you are." So, dude, it's pretty fucking hilarious. Full misinformation. I like that. I like that for a name. I like it.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
And
It's
I
all right.
think,
It's
we're
satirical.
minorities. So
Yeah, so you're
you're
racist.
considered minority too.
Huh?
You're considered minority, right?
Yeah.
I'm above you on the chain though. I'm above you in the chain. I can
Okay.
claim more victimhood.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
I can because I'm
Because
I'm an
Puerto
immigrant.
Ricans are American by birth.
But you were
so-
born here.
I was
Yeah,
born in New York
you
anyway.
were
but
born in New York. So, but I wasn't. I came here.
yeah.
I swam the
Yeah.
the
So
river.
you get more.
I crossed the river. No, I
you
didn't.
get more, minority cred.
Exactly.
But you
Minority
don't
cred.
get that much because you came here legally. So
I don't get that much.
You don't get that much.
I don't get
minority
that
cred,
much
yeah.
because I didn't
Yeah.
swim. I didn't swim to get here.
God bless him.
I'm allowed. I'm allowed to say that. I'm allowed.
Bless him.
Yeah. So, no, you're not for real. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. But
Dude.
it's all misinformation, and that's what we're spreading here.
Oh shit. My bad. Bro,
I
open
fucked it
open
up.
mic night next Saturday. I'm excited for that. Nervous. I haven't even practiced a new song, so I only have one song.
Okay. Just the
So
one
I
song?
might just, dude. Literally, the dude was like, "What's up with that one song stuff?"
Just
And
the
I
one.
literally,
I just know the one.
yeah, I literally was like, "I just know the one." And I don't think because I feel like to those people, like they're more like old school rock and shit like that.
Bro,
So I feel like the song is so abstract that I think they might think I wrote it myself, but I didn't.
Bro, you know what you remind me of? You remember that movie? What the fuck is the movie with Ryan Reynolds? He's a big kid when he's young, and he grows up and he's like all fucking limp.
Yeah,
and
what
all
movie
this
was
stuff.
that?
And he's a promoter or something,
Is that Just Friends?
Just Friends.
I think it's Just
Friends.
Friends. Yeah.
You remind me of that guy,
Dude, I love those types of
Dinkelman?
movies. Dinkelman?
Dinkelman?
Who's that?
It's the guy.
Is that the
dude-
horn dog or something?
No, the guy who's with the guitar who's always playing Jamie. I don't know what
He's
the
like, I
fuck.
just have the
And
one
he just
song.
knows the one song, and he sings the same song to a bunch of other girls with their names.
Dude, I
Basically.
almost have a second song. It's just with different names. Bro, I got caught one time, back in the AOL Instant Messenger days.
Yeah, I never
talking,
had that.
I did.
Had that,
I'm
bro.
talking early 2000s.
I didn't have a computer, bro.
I'm talking like 2003 to 2009.
So you're fucking privileged, man. I didn't have that shit.
My stepdad, my original stepdad who died.
And I mean privilege in a good sense, Privilege doesn't mean it's
Yeah,
bad.
I'm talking about a loss. Okay.
I'm talking about what?
I'm talking about a loss. My stepdad, he died.
Oh, I'm sorry.
My mom's first husband died.
I'm sorry.
Which
for you.
that I don't give a fuck. But it actually is kind of crazy to think about. Like, damn, that was my stepdad at one point, and shit, he died from the cough, supposedly, or maybe he died with it, because that's a difference now, right? Apparently, that's a difference now.
So he didn't die
Because of it or with it. No one really knows. Anyway.
That's a good one, dude. That's
anyway,
good.
God
That's
rest
good.
his soul.
God bless his soul.
He promised to take me to a strip club when I was 18. So
Did he ever?
no,
Oh,
no.
God.
After they divorced, no.
You're still waiting.
Yeah, I was a teenager. But fucking hell,
He
dude.
died of the cough.
Wow. That's what happened to him.
Bro.
I forgot where I was even going with that, bro. My bad.
Nah, it's okay, dude. Like, misinformation. We don't have to adhere to
Yeah,
anything.
that's
you know?
true.
It's
That's
right
true.
there. It's on the title of the channel.
That's what we were talking about, the privilege thing. Right. So yeah, like he had I think I was like 12 years old when he got a computer. And then that was my first thing with a computer, but I didn't really use it a lot, but I was pretty privileged, yeah.
Yeah,
And
no, fuck. My friend,
without getting into what my mom did.
my best friend, he had a computer and he had internet, and that was like cool shit. We'll go to his place, his room, and we'll be just downloading music because remember LimeWire and all that
Yeah.
stuff. Every
Yeah.
cafe internet in Mexico had LimeWire.
Napster and LimeWire.
I would go with my little thumb drive, if you make
Kazaa was one. Kazaa.
Shazam, no, Kazaa.
Mhm.
What was it?
Kazaa, Morpheus. There's a few of them. I had a few of them.
I only remember LimeWire and Napster at some
I'm
point.
totally legal now. I don't got
Totally
no illegal
illegal.
downloads. Yeah.
No.
I'm totally clean.
I
No
have.
sailing the open seas for me.
I have. So a lot of my friends have had because I love metal music,
Mm.
and I had a couple of friends that had like original CDs, like original collections of original music. And they would be like, oh, I have a computer. Let's you have a thumb drive or something, or even CDs. They will give me some songs or some CDs, because I'll be you remember it didn't have the thumb drives didn't have like 1 terabyte. It was just
Right.
a few megabytes.
Yeah, a few megs.
So you had to make a count.
Like
So you
40
pick a
megs.
song from a song from one CD, a song from another one, and then I started building a collection. When I got here, I had a few thumb drives or whatever, and dude, I collected. I still have my little. I have a little. It's not an iPod, but it's a high definition.
Yeah, just an
music.
MP3 player.
MP3 player that
Mhm.
you insert your little.
I
card.
remember before iPods, I
have that,
couple
but this is
MP3
newer.
players.
This is even newer than the iPod.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's got a scrolly thing, but it's old school. But the technology inside is meant to be
What was that one
high
called?
definition music. FiO. It's a FiO. It's called FiO.
FiO?
The
Yeah, I
one
do remember
have.
that one. Yeah.
I have a FiO. So
That was
I-
like the last MP3 player. That came
they
out.
still making, bro. They
Do
still
they?
making them.
No, that shit was
because
pretty good,
people
though.
like that shit. People still like that. A lot of people, don't.
Well, now
like,
no one would buy an iPod. They
a
would
lot
just, maybe they would buy just an MP3
a
player.
lot of people don't even like Spotify. I was
Yeah.
really, really like resistant of using
Spotify?
The Spotify, dude, because I
love it, but I don't like it because I
like-
don't have that music.
I like my music. I have 80 gigabytes of metal music, dude. Between not just metal, but all kinds of all the genres of metal, plus rock and roll,
Yeah.
plus other stuff.
Insane Clown Posse, baby.
And I think I must have some fucking Insane Clown Posse in there. I don't even know, but I had a lot of stuff in there. I still have it. But then I was like, okay, it's more convenient to pay the $12 for
It really
Spotify
is, dude. It really
because
is.
you're like, oh, what am I gonna listen to? Fuck. Okay,
It really is.
Then
And
you
they
look
have
up-
almost everything.
and it's amazing because you can look up. Okay, let's
Like-
play. I don't know, Whitane Radio, and then it's the band plus
Dude,
the
the algorithm is crazy.
boom,
dude.
boom, 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 gives you all these new bands that you never heard before
That you
And it's
like.
oh my god!
But even besides new bands, it'll give me songs that I used to listen to on repeat that I didn't remember
Right?
back in the day. I'm like,
Listen,
oh
that
shit, I
shit
forgot about
fucking-
this.
I love it.
Yeah,
I'm like
yeah.
now
Spotify,
I love it.
Their algorithm is crazy.
Not only
bro.
that, podcasts, dude. Like
Right.
podcasts.
I'm not big on podcasts anymore.
I'm huge
but
on that. Like I watch Joe
Right,
Rogan
right.
all
Jerry.
the time, dude, because I like that dude. He's
I used to
amazing.
watch him a lot, and I
His
kind of like
guests
how
are
he's.
crazy.
I
And I listen to almost all of them, even when I don't know much about MMA and stuff like that. I
Right.
don't have an
Right.
ESPN
Yeah,
or I don't have
yeah.
the TV.
I was
thing.
I was like watching UFC since when it first came out. I was like a toddler. My aunt
But
was
I like
watching it
those
with
guys
me.
are crazy. There's
Yeah,
some of those fighters are like so
Yeah.
intelligent.
Because
and
that's
they
what
have
I
a
know Joe
conversation.
Rogan from is UFC
The
originally.
UFC thing. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people
Exactly.
just know him now, just from his own show.
Yeah, man, it's insane. Like I really like I like podcasts. Sometimes I watch like true crime stuff. You know.
Oh yeah, that's what I've been
That
watching a
shit I
lot
love.
lately.
I used to watch. You know. I used to watch. I used to
There's
listen.
there's a channel called That Chapter.
Okay.
That's what I've been watching lately on YouTube.
I used to listen to the last podcast on the left. That was
I
a
listened
good
to
one.
that for a minute.
They were really funny.
It was cool
until they
It-
got political.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
Until they
yeah.
got political, dude. I come to
Literally
you.
when they started like talking about,
Are
I'm
they-
like, okay.
Let me tell you something.
They weren't even.
Let me ask you something. Are they stupid, dude? Like, are they like that dumb that do they think that everybody who listens to them is a fucking
Yeah,
liberal?
they literally did, dude. Because I know a lot of people like
Because
that too.
a lot of
I know a lot of people
they
that
bled
would
out
that would
fucking
say shit
viewers,
that would say
listeners.
shit that they don't even care about, like, you know, just say something that they don't even believe just because it's like a way of gaining rapport with random people.
That sucks, dude.
And like they're like I went to a restaurant one time and the waiter came over and was like bitching about Trump to me and my aunt or whatever.
I don't care.
And I'm like, I really don't
Do you
care.
really-
Like, what does
do-
he have to do
you
with
do
you getting me
realize-
my motherfucking popcorn shrimp?
Right. You do realize that you have
Like,
you
what
have
the fuck?
patrons or that come to your place who vote Democrat, Republican,
Yeah.
right?
Or people who just don't care and don't want to hear it.
Dude,
too.
like, just keep it to yourself, dude. I'm
Yeah.
paying you to fucking serve me food, you know. Even though
Yeah.
that sounds a little whatever, but you're being paid to serve me food, so I don't give a
I
shit
think
about
Twitter
your political
has.
views.
I think Twitter kind of made a lot of people.
radicalized, like fucking dumb
Radicalized morons.
morons. Yeah, I
Like
don't-
they're radicalized in their stupidity, not in
Yeah.
the.
yeah. That's why I don't have that shit. I don't have
Yeah,
Twitter. I,
I
have
got
no
off Twitter a
Facebook.
long time ago.
I don't have
dude.
Instagram. I don't have nothing, dude. I like
Yeah, I
when
don't
people
have
say
that. I
you
might start Instagram.
you don't
again.
have Facebook. I'm like, no,
Yeah.
I don't.
I might start.
Who?
I might start using.
And they look
Instagram
at you
again.
like, oh my god, how do you go about the world, dude? Fucking call me. You got my
It's
phone
like, how do you know? I'm like, there's these things called websites
Or
you can
phones.
Just go to them.
or you got my number, right? You
Yeah.
want to text me? You want to know how
That's a
I'm
big
doing?
one. That's a big one too. That's what I said to.
I don't
'Cause
have
a-
to be
a lot of
posting
people will
pictures
say-
of my life or anything or what I
Like
what,
I know
what
my
I
mom
ate.
says. My mom says, "Oh, that's just how I can keep in contact with people from back in the day." And I'm like, anyone that's worth keeping contact with, y'all have each other's numbers.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah,
dude.
it's
That's exactly
that's
what
not
I
what
said.
it's about.
I got friends, and it's not to bash them or anything, but it's like they're older, right? Older.
Yeah.
And they just got on Facebook like in the last few years, in the last 3 years.
Yeah, it's
Like,
addicting
why?
when you first get on it too.
Why? Yeah, it's funny when you see stuff. I'm like,
Wow.
dude, I don't care.
You had
dude.
it though, right? Or you?
I had Facebook
and then you
for
got rid
a
of
while.
it, right?
Yeah, I had Facebook for
Yeah, I got rid of mine in 2014.
dude.
I
was,
used it since 2009, I think.
I'm very resistant. I resist
As soon
when there's a
they made
change.
it so you didn't have to be in college to use it, I was on it.
Dude.
'Cause I remember my high school sweetheart, like she went off to college and
Yeah.
then she was using Facebook and I didn't know what the hell she was doing. I'm
Bro,
like, oh my
that was
God.
a long time ago.
And I was on MySpace with the freaking losers.
I had MySpace. I had
Well,
MySpace.
MySpace was cool as hell though. That
cool
was
as
the
shit.
best one.
You could do all the stuff you wanted
Yeah,
to
that
do
was the
on your
best one.
thing. And they kind of want to go back to that shit. They want to make it so that you can actually fucking, modify your stuff.
Yeah.
It's kind of going
It's like
back
they went
from
backwards.
It's going to go from MySpace
The reason
to
why
Facebook to back to
well,
MySpace.
the reason
dude.
why Facebook blew up and is popular now is because they were so selective when they first started. Like you had to be going to college, you had to provide proof in order to even start an account, and that's what it was. Because I remember like me and my friends that were like partying and shit, and none of us were in college. We were like, "What the fuck is this Facebook shit about, bro?" And then finally they opened it up to everyone. We jumped on,
Yeah.
and then cut to 2014. My grandma's on there, like
That's
commenting on people's photos that I hadn't even talked to in 4 years.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Facebook.
That's why I was like,
said,
I gotta go.
I had
I'm done.
MySpace because
I don't need this anymore.
MySpace was for teenagers, right? Like
Yeah.
when you were young,
Dude,
you're like, oh, you want the
yeah.
attention, right? That was a new thing. I had that shit,
Teens
right?
and tequila.
And I found out. Well, the thing is, I didn't have a computer. The only time I could check my MySpace was when I had
Well,
$10
that's good.
to go to the
That's
fucking
good too.
cafe
Like
internet.
if you do have it, that you only can use it, and you can't just be on it all day. You know what I mean?
because
That's the
didn't
best
have a
way to
phone
do
like
it.
that. Nobody did.
Because it's really a virtual reality, bro.
It is.
Really
It's
does.
literally-
It really
literally
is.
is.
Like it brings you into this world where it's like, oh,
Nothing's real. Nothing's right. Nothing's
Yeah.
no. The thing is, then the face. I went on Facebook literally on like I think it was 2015, bro. It was kind of late, like for me to get on Facebook, and I had it up until
Oh, yeah, I had already been on it and deleted it by then.
2017. I had it, and I was like, I was just getting
Yeah,
into
it was already over.
like
by
arguments
then.
and just like you just looking at the phone all the fucking time, and I'm
Yeah.
like, fuck this shit. What am I doing? I'm
Yeah.
losing my fucking life in this
Yeah.
shit.
Even
You know?
Instagram, I just realized I was using Instagram a lot. Just like literally just sitting there for like hours at work, just
No, it's
looking
not
at
good, dude.
pictures and stuff.
I deleted all that
I'm
shit.
like, yeah, I stopped using it. I deleted it from my phone. I didn't delete the account, but I deleted it
did.
from my phone.
I deleted the fucking
I think
account.
I'm gonna get it back now, and just because.
What I did, I take
just
pictures that I had put.
Just because I can control myself using it now, because I know I'll just be able to just. I'm only gonna post it like once a week.
Well, you
or
think
something.
that you might control yourself? Maybe
No,
I
I
don't
can
know.
control
You
myself.
can?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, dude, I got rid of it. That was the hardest part, is using it for so long and then getting rid of it. That's the hardest part. And then once you get it back, it's like, I mean, I'm not gonna have it on my phone. I'm just gonna use it on my computer from now.
Yeah.
Too. That helps too. You know,
that helps.
because I don't need it on my phone. You know.
Yeah, man. It's like I just don't see anything. I don't see the sense of having.
Well,
you
Twitter,
know what?
How does Twitter still?
You know what
exist,
I like?
man?
You know what I like? You know what I think about memes? Yeah, memes are funny, but fuck
Memes,
them.
yeah.
Fuck memes. I like
Right,
I like going to bars.
And that's a big thing that people use Instagram
I like
for.
meeting people and
Yeah.
hey, you're funny?
Yeah.
Tell me your jokes. Tell me what you think. I want to
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah.
I want to hear you tell me the meme.
Yeah.
You know? The meme. Describe the meme to me. That'll be great. It's funny. It's funnier.
Right.
I see memes. Yeah, they're okay. They're funny. You know, they jack shit from other stuff. You know, and then just put words on it. Like, so, oh, yeah, I guess. You know, that's what it means.
I guess the word meme, when you looked it
Didn't
up,
it come from
it says,
4chan?
No, the word meme is pretty old.
Is it?
Yeah, but I get maybe using the word started around from 4chan. It probably did, because that's like the dredges of that's base level.
Well,
of the
do you
internet.
remember those drawings?
That's where everything's used to
The
start.
drawings
yeah.
are fucking
But the
pictures of those fucked up.
But the word meme just means to convey a story in one image, in an image. So that's what the word meant, or that's what it means. Now it's kind of evolved, because you can call a video a meme. They kind of call any viral thing a meme now.
Meme.
But yeah, it just means to convey a story within an image. So that kind of makes sense when you.
I think I'm really attached to.
But yeah, they probably did start. I don't know why that word started being used though, because I never heard of it before.
That's what I want to promote, dude. I want to promote doing things kind of like disconnected from the fucking metaverse and shit. Like because this is a metaverse, Facebook and all that bullshit.
Right.
You know, it's all metaverse. Everybody's connected. Nobody has contact anymore with each other.
Dude, people don't even know how to
Dehumanize.
talk anymore
It's
in person. It's
dehumanizing.
crazy.
It's dehumanizing, bro. It's like people used to be polite for a reason. People used to be nice for a reason, because you had to see the guy in front of you, right? You it's not just you behind a shield. Nobody knows you're anonymous or whatever. You can't. You have full liberty of saying whatever the shit you want.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm in front of you. You have to be polite, you know, or there's a sense of regulation, if you will. Like if people regulate, self-censor, you know, there's things.
Right. I saw you talking about that on your patriarchy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Patriarchy. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that's the word. That's the saddest thing. And I did have that realization a few years ago. And it was like my mom was saying something, like, because, you know, I don't care. And people always say that to me, like, man, you say things I could never get away with saying. I'm like, you just say it. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just say it. Like, my mom would be like, yeah, too bad you can't say that anymore. And I stopped her one time, and I was like, why not? Like, who's the person that's determining what you can and can't say? You know, like, that's weird to me.
That's what you have, the cancel culture and all this stuff. How jobs you work can go after you for something that you said outside of work.
Right.
That used to be fucking fiction. Now it's reality.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. You know?
They're called twatsies.
Twatsies?
Those are Twitter Nazis.
Yeah,
like those
Twitter
people
Nazis,
that just love, like, they wait to be told what to be outraged at, you know, even if they don't care. But
why,
you can
man?
It's from like the movie, the book 1984 that
Fucking
everyone
love
talks
that
about,
book. I love that
Orwell,
book.
of course.
I love it. I have the
Right.
audiobook, and I think I have the physical
Right.
book as well.
But if you remember, there was a guy in that book that was like the news would put him on every day, and it would just be staring at his picture, and that's like anything negative going on in your life, take it out on that picture.
Yes.
And that was the theory, and it was like the news was, the media was just trying to get you to project all of your hatred onto this one picture. So
you're talking about the 2-minute hate, right?
yeah.
The 2-minute hate.
Yeah.
And
Was it 2 or 5?
Square?
2
It was
minutes?
a 2 minutes.
Yeah, the 2-minute hate.
Hate.
Because the rant, because they didn't know what a TV was called when he wrote the book, but they had a screen in your house, and then on the screen, like the news would be going or whatever, and then they would pop up this dude's picture, and they'd tell you all the reasons why you should hate the guy, whether it's true or not. You couldn't know.
Yeah, but everybody would gather in that square, and they show the big screen with this is in the 2-minute hate. Oh yeah,
it popped up everywhere. And this dude, the dude from the book's job was to edit out old stories.
The old stories and rewrite it so that the news speak.
But that's kind of what Twitter people that are really like addicted to
That's what it is.
That's
bro.
what they are.
That's
it's a 2-minute hate, and it's like, it's socially acceptable for me to hate this, so I'm going to put all of my hate into it. And it's like at the end of the day, it's like hating anything is wrong. You know what I mean? Like you shouldn't be hating, because either way you care too much. If you hate something, you care about it too much anyway.
Exactly.
So you look stupid either way.
Orwell was a visionary, dude. He knew. He saw this in the future.
He was on all sides.
Or it was a warning, I think. It was more of a warning.
It was a warning because he wrote 1984 after he had his epiphany.
Animal Farm, dude.
Well, yeah, Animal Farm. That was like more about like fascist type cultures and stuff.
Communism.
Yeah, right.
You know how say the piggies are like they have to eat more because they need more food because they're like protecting the other animals.
Right.
So that's a like rationale of communism.
Yeah. That one was promoting communism.
Exactly.
Not promoting 1984. 1984 was almost like the reverse of that. Not really the reverse, because they were like
everybody
society.
it was socialist. It was communist. It was a dystopian communist.
It was
society.
Exactly.
That's how I see it. I think technocratic.
But that's the thing though, is like
was it technocratic?
Him.
Technocratic, the society in 1984?
They call it technocratic. Yeah, you could call it that. Yeah, you could call it that. Yeah, yeah, for sure, you could call it that, because they were in charge of all the technology and shit.
Yeah.
And it was like it was a futuristic thing too.
Mm-hmm.
So
and the Eternal War.
People don't realize how old that shit is, dude.
Eurasian stuff, that war that was always there.
Oh, it was always a war, but
heroes.
But they would go and change out who. What are you talking about? We've been at war with Eurasia for years. It's like, no, we were at war with Western Europe, but now we're at war with Eurasia.
And they would change it to something.
Yeah, and they would just change it, and everyone would just go along with it. And that's. I think 1984 is crazy, because when you look around, like that's been the most accurate. Aside from, this is really old. Where I'm talking about A Brave New World by Aldous Huxley.
Yeah,
that one's scary right now, because it's about like it's about medical tyranny basically. So that one's pretty accurate so far as well.
How about V for Vendetta? That shit's
that one's
too.
cool. Yeah.
And it's also the same shit. A virus was released and
Oh yeah.
That's how it was. It's crazy.
It's just interesting, think about.
November.
Misinformation.
What was it?
The 5th of November. Remember the 5th of November.
Remember the 5th of November.
Actually, I haven't seen that in a minute. I have it on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I think I have it.
That movie was fire.
It was good.
Yeah. That one was good. Movie. Where he takes out like the 12 freaking dudes standing around him.
Bro, man, that's
so sick, badass, dude. I don't condone violence though.
It's just misinformation.
I would never. Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say I'd never hit someone, but I really wouldn't. But like what I was telling you, like if I saw someone going through my car, I would definitely stomp their hands. So I can't say I would never hit someone. but I don't like hitting people.
No.
Because people don't realize, dude, you could literally kill someone with one punch. Like, just,
violence is not the answer. It's not good.
That's why I do jiu-jitsu and I just grapple people.
It's good. I mean, it's good.
I'll body slam you.
It's good to have an outlet for pent up violence that we might potentially have. You know, like you have your jiu-jitsu, you do that.
Yeah.
So
Once
I
in
have
a while.
skateboarding, you know, like that.
Yeah.
It does work.
Yeah,
It
you
works.
gotta have a hobby, do something.
It helps you. It helps you.
Yeah,
And I encourage anybody who has some sort of anger problems to, dude, grab a skateboard. You know,
yeah,
fall a couple of times, get back up, try it again, and it's gonna teach you that
yeah. I put my rounds
and get
in on
you.
the
You're not
board.
gonna have any more energy to.
I was never a good skateboarder. Like I could only maybe ollie like a 2 set of stairs
I'm
or
not the
something.
greatest.
but
I'm not good.
I did 1 or 2 clean kickflips ever.
Yeah, it's good
Ever.
for the exercise.
Yo, the first
dude.
time I did a clean kickflip though,
The
that
process
shit
of it.
blew my mind, dude. I was like, how am I
Doesn't
still
it feel
rolling?
good?
Afterwards, I'm like, how am I still rolling?
Doesn't it feel good?
But I only did
feels
it like once or
amazing.
twice though. A clean.
It feels amazing doing something
Yeah.
like that. Like I feel it like every time when I go out and skate and I feel like, okay, I'm gonna try this trick, and if I land it, you know, you go through hell and sweat, blood, and tears to get it right, and finally you get it, you land it, and you
Yeah.
roll, and then okay,
Yeah,
you're
that's what it
done.
was. I was practicing that
You
shit
say
a
I'm
lot.
done for the day, and then you have the days with you defeated. You know, you couldn't get the trick,
Oh,
but
yeah.
still a learning curve, and
Oh yeah.
it's still good. It feels good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you get those days in jiu-jitsu too, man, and it fucking sucks.
I bet. I bet.
Tap.
Yeah.
tap. Tap, tap, tap. But that's the cool
Alright.
shit, man. That's why I like doing that as a workout. Cause like if I go to the gym, like yeah, I'll do a couple sets and shit, and I can walk away at any moment and just give up, you know. But if you give up in the middle of, you know, rolling with someone, they're gonna choke the shit out of you. They're gonna fucking like it sucks, dude. Like it literally forces you to really work hard.
Yeah.
That's why I like it, I
does.
think. But I mean, I've been wrestling since I was a
In school.
kid, bro. I was like, I think I first.
Were you in
jo-
the like wrestling team or something?
I was in like
school?
I was 8 years old when I first joined I
Oh,
joined
shit.
a Pee Wee wrestling league because the school, you know, didn't
Uh-huh.
have a team or anything.
Uh-huh.
So and like my whole thing was because I used to watch WWE as a kid. I still remember, like I have, you know, my memory's a little messed up because I had like a TBI when I was a
Uh-huh.
teenager, but I remember this so vividly. My first day going to wrestling class, and I literally was wondering like, where's the boas at? Like Hulk Hogan. Like I was like
Wow.
thinking WWE, like legit. I'm like these motherfuckers aren't even jumping on each other.
I watch Mexican lucha.
Yeah,
libre.
lucha. Yeah,
Lucha.
yeah. But I'm like, where's the boas at? Literally my first day, and I'm like a little ass kid, like 8 years old. I remember thinking that, like, I'm like, oh,
That's
it's
cool, dude.
different.
That's cool, dude. I used to watch lucha libre
But
with
yeah,
my
I've been wrestling since
grandma.
then, dude.
My grandma used to love that shit, dude.
Hell, yeah. You
My
know,
grandma.
it was my grandma's husband that
Got you
fucking-
into it?
That partly, yeah, because he would watch it a lot.
Huh.
But I remember, like, when I was a kid, it was on Saturdays. Like, you'd wake up on Saturday, be eating your cereal like 8 o'clock. The cartoons would be on.
Uh-huh.
And then after the cartoons were over, like noon or 1 o'clock, then they would just turn on fucking WWE would come on. And that's what I would watch.
That's
but,
gnarly, dude. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool.
but yeah, I think it's mostly my grandma's husband, though, that really solidified me being a fan of it.
A fan.
Because he would
That's
watch
cool.
it all the time.
That's cool. Yeah, it was same here when my grandma was. She always did. You know?
And then I got into freaking UFC when it first started just because my aunt was into MMA for some reason.
Your aunt. Okay.
Yeah, my aunt.
That's odd.
Yeah, so she's a lesbian, of course.
Of course. So you have to be a lesbian to like
I don't know.
UFC.
Not
I don't
not
think so.
not these days, but back then, yeah.
Back then,
back
I
in the
don't know.
early '90s, there's not one straight chick that
That
cared
was more
about
more
UFC.
stereotypical than
Yeah.
anything, I guess.
Yeah. They were still pretending to watch football with their boyfriends.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. So what do you think? We did
Yeah,
about
I like
an
the
hour and
name.
15, dude.
Yeah, I like the name Full Misinformation. It's a little satirical.
I think
know,
so. I like it. It just
Because
came,
we're
it
just
came out like
we're
that.
literally just bullshitting, man. That's the whole point of this.
Bro,
is
just trying to think
have
about
fun
the
and have a
name.
conversation.
You know, I told
You
you,
know?
like we were thinking, like
We're not
what
trying
what
to.
do we call it? What do we call it, Mike? It just came out.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
came out
yeah.
like that.
I actually do like that a lot.
Full
They
misinformation.
could even be like full information with Rick and Pedro or something, you know.
Full information or misinformation?
Full misinformation.
Misinformation.
Yeah.
Full misinformation with Rick and Pedro. I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
that ain't bad.
I like that. You get to sit in the nice chair too.
Dude, this chair is so fucking
Bomb,
nice,
huh?
dude. I love this chair.
Jolene loves that
I
chair.
want
dude.
it so bad. No, your chair is pretty good too, though.
I like this one for.
I actually
for
like that
the-
one too, though.
I like this one for the computer.
Because
to
I have
sit
the
in there.
fucking, like, dude, the biggest lie right now that's being passed around is these gaming chairs that are like fucking race car chairs.
I thought this
They're
is kind of
so-
like that.
It is, though, but
A
it's
little
not.
bit of buckety, you know.
It is, but it's not, though, because, like, the regular ones, like the one that I have from Respawn, and these are
Uh-huh.
Respawn, right?
They're Respawn. Yeah,
these are
yeah,
good.
Respawn.
These are like ergonomic though. The one I have
They're
is like all
nice.
tight and fucking like just uncomfortable.
Really like.
It's bucketed. Also, there's no like.
I
support for
know
the
what
back.
you're talking about.
It's
I
like,
have
man,
seen them.
It like digs into your hips and shit. Like this one is actually like, you know, it comes
have
out. It
seen
doesn't
them.
dig up at all. It's like
I've
the
seen
legit, like a legit race car chair.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable as hell.
I
That
know
was the
what you're
biggest
talking
lie.
about.
It was $100 though. So
I know.
that
It's
ain't
not
bad.
It's not a bad
No, that's
price.
cheap as hell.
That one was.
It's a Fortnite chair too.
That one was like $300, bro.
Yeah, I believe
But
that.
that
No,
one's
this
nice.
one's tight, dude. This one's
nice.
This is a.
You see that pocket on the side? It has the pocket
This is
for
a
the
console gaming
remote.
chair.
That's a console game.
Yeah.
That's console. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because it has your controller bag,
yeah.
There.
And you can
Right.
like, it kicks up too and everything.
right? It kicks up and stuff. This is for computer, and I like this one. I have to grab my Allen key and
Yeah.
tighten it a little bit. You know,
No, that one's sick
loose a
though.
little
I
bit.
actually want to get that one.
This one is nice. It's like $150 for this.
Oh, that ain't bad.
Not bad.
My Respawn chair is so fucking shitty.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, I guess we came up with a name, right?
Came up with a name, and
We
now,
literally
now
talked about the stupidest shit possible.
it's about to now. Now we have to make the channel.
Yeah,
Gotta
yeah.
make it too. It just fucking takes 5 minutes, I guess.
Yeah.
We gotta make an email for it too. We want to get,
Yeah.
you know, like if anybody wants
Is
to
there?
reach out.
I don't care if there's a show called Full Misinformation.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Even if there is,
We'll
I
be
don't
the
even
better
give a
one.
Fuck yeah. Well, all right, man.
I think that's it,
Sounds
dude.
good to me. Hit the button.
Push S. See ya.
All right.
Oh, you put